Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's been great fun trying to create 3D animations of the Bleep and Booster characters. One problem with that, though, is we're losing the original artwork, which is absolutely wonderful. Timin's original artwork is absolutely superb. It changes a lot over the years. As an example, here is the 1967 annual, which, as befits the time of the 60s, is filled with absolutely glorious, vivid, weird and wonderful psychedelic artwork. So I wondered if there was a way to turn this into 3D without losing the art itself. Turns out there is, using depth maps. A fantastic tutorial on this, which I'll leave a link to in case anybody wants to look into it in more detail. But the basic idea is quite straightforward. You take the image and you put it into an AI program, and it decides which parts of the picture are supposed to be at the front and in the middle and at the back, and it produces a depth map, which is a monotone image. In this case, close-up items are in white and then darker as we go towards the back. All done in AI, very clever really. And you take that into Blender, you create a simple plane, mesh, and then you add a displacement modifier, which says to Blender, please turn that map into an actual displaced plane, which is what it does here. And then you basically project the original image onto that displaced surface, and you get a kind of 3D effect. Marvelous. It's far from perfect, and you can begin to see problems already with it. Take a look at the original artwork again. You can see that Bleep's head is behind Booster's arm, and that confused the software and blanked it out so that the back of the head is flattened. Another problem is on the neck there. It's a little bit fuzzy there, which produced too much of a graduated surface, so the image is smeared out across that. Underneath the dragon's head, the teeth and all that area, for some reason it's come out darker than it should, and so you get the image again flattened. Further problem is the top right foliage is very flattened. There's not a lot of detail going on there, and in the bottom right there is a baby dragon which for some reason got pretty much wiped out, so is flat as well. So you can see there Bleep's head, badly flattened at the back, and also that sort of quite unpleasant smearing around the curve of the neck of the dragon. Also the lower part of the jaw of the dragon and his teeth is flattened out as well, and the flames coming out of his mouth are very boring and flat. And there's the baby dragon. The sort of flames, blue flames coming out of his mouth have come out in relief, but his body is flattened against the background again. So what to do about it? Well, the suggestion in the video is you go into the displacement map in the edit and start to mess about with those various hills and valleys, which is possible to do, but it's very, very difficult, or I found it very difficult. So I thought perhaps it's easier just to go back to the original depth map and adjust it in there. So that's what I did. So added some contrast so that the depths would be greater, and then addressed the issues that we just talked about, and added in detail on the flames out of his mouth, on the foliage, and ran the whole thing again. And it's come out rather well. Now there's improvements to be made, but I think this one is definitely a very, very interesting thing to explore further, which I'll be doing in the next few days. So thanks for watching. There'll be more of this.